It is 11:42 p.m. on Tuesday, April 8th. I have an exam tomorrow, so I've been studying quite a bit today. And, really, that's it. I finished my comp-sci project. I just add some comments, which will be nice. But yeah, I just got to do that. Then finish studying, and I have 2 quizzes tomorrow in Japanese because I have to make up one and I have to do another one. So, like I said, this is a tough week. But after I'm done with this week, I'll be done for a while. But, anything of note, I talked about I'm really excited to watch the Masters. It's the best golf you'll ever see, and it's always really fun to watch, and I love that the broadcasting is free. But it snowed here, like a lot, like a good 2 inches of snow. I'm so annoyed. So I want it to be summer. Or even just spring. It hasn't really even been spring yet. It's still been, this is the same weather we had in December, which is sad. I don't know, I always think that people keep saying winter gets shorter. I don't necessarily believe that it's gotten shorter. I think it literally just shifted. You took all of the cold weathers. I remember when November got a foot of snow, and December, January, February. But I swear, as soon as March hit, it was done being snow everywhere when I live. I live in a cold area. And now, I feel like I swear the coldness has shifted over a bit. December, I want more snow in December because December is great. November, meh. But December, I need more snow. But I want to take that snow that we get in April and March and put it there, because once March hits, I'm done with winter. But that's not really what I am talking about right now. It's just, I don't know, I've been on point when it comes to work right now. I feel like I took a nap. I got to the classroom around 4, and then I have been doing work ever since, and it is now 11:45. That is a lot to do work. And I just been grinding out. Just been coding and been studying. And, sure, I put on a YouTube video. I put on Shortcat's video about him ranking all of the Mario Kart tracks, which is actually incredibly interesting to look at, because I've talked about how I really enjoy Mario Kart, but from a speedrunning perspective. And so I really enjoy the skill it takes to drive, and specifically just drive. So I do 200cc, no items, back, and I was pretty decent at it. And he is a, professional, quote-unquote professional. He's not, in his own words, he is not good enough to be a pro at Mario Kart. But he is really good at items in 150cc. Well, I see it through the eyes of 200. It's really interesting to see what he thinks are good tracks and what are bad tracks, because he plays the game differently than I do. And it's real. A lot of the choices that I would have chosen as much higher and much lower are a lot different, because he's looking for different things in tracks. But I digress. I don't know, it's just, I feel like for a while, ever since Natty's, I have been struggling to feel the joy in school, I guess. I don't think there's really ever a point where you're like, oh, I'm so happy to do work. I'm so happy to sit in class all day. It's never been that point. But usually I choose classes based on things that I think I might enjoy. Comp-sci I really enjoy. So I like doing these computer science classes and coding. I like math is fun when you understand it. And sciences and some other things, there's some fun elements to it. And the past couple of weeks, it really hasn't been fun. I felt like I've been dragging my feet, just working, and I know what that's a product of, and I don't want to talk about it anymore because I've talked about it enough at this point, and it's still kind of raw, and I still have to figure out so many things of what I'm going to do in the next coming years. But anyways, it finally feels good for the yesterday and today. I've just been working hard Like, I've been really working hard, and I've been having fun doing it. Like, specifically with coding, I feel like for the past couple weeks, I've just been like, okay, this kind of sucks. And it's just kind of going through the motions. And now, like, I created, like I said, C++ and C#, I created a linked list and a quicksort algorithm. And I just feel like when I was going through and debugging, not in C++. C++ was a little bit more tedious because I was still really kind of figuring out how everything worked. But in C#, like, I'm going through and I'm like not getting stumped, but I'm keep moving forward and I keep progressing and just getting all the work like done and going, and it felt good for a while. And it really reminded me of like when I first started taking comp-sci courses, because it really was kind of pure accident that I stumbled into computer science. Because when I was at my boarding school, I was pretty much going into physics, and I really enjoyed physics. And I was not able to take one of the physics classes that I wanted to because I actually don't even think I just didn't get into it. And so my advisor was like, all right, you just got to find another one. I'm like, all right, I want to take computer science. Let's see what happens. And here I am in college, a computer science major with an interest in engineering, which is another factor from that boarding school because I liked a physics class where we built our own guitars, and I loved working with things and soldering and a bunch of other things. So I really enjoy engineering as well, and I have to do a lot of figuring out about that. But it's like, it's just so funny that all that became like this on accident. And I know, like, everybody's been telling me, like, oh, if a door closes, another one opens, or like life just works its way out. And I think it's funny that that's how it is now, that I am in the field that I enjoy the most just because I didn't get into a class. And I don't know, it feels kind of weird. Yeah, it's like I'm like enjoying like doing work, and it hasn't really felt like that. Like, it has felt like a grind, and I felt like I've been enjoying it, but I only really enjoyed the computer science aspects of it, or the math was really good. Actually, I scratched that. I did enjoy classes. Specifically, I think I've been enjoying the spring semesters more than I've enjoyed the fall semesters for some reason. But yeah, like last spring, linear algebra was great. A sociology class was great. Physics was meh. But and comp-sci was great. Like, those three classes were so fun to take. And like last semester, chemistry, meh. Like literature class, meh. The comp-sci course was interesting, but it took me a while to really figure out, and I didn't really like coding VHDL. And Japanese it was fun, but it's stressful. That's a stressful class. And so, like, in the spring, vector calc, when I'm actually doing the work, it's fun. Analysis of algorithm, when I understand what's going on, it's fun. Programming languages, it's fun now. Japanese is still Japanese. It's still going to be hard. But I don't know, it feels fun, and it always just brings to mind like the joke that was going around when I was at boarding school. It's an academic weapon. And I don't know, it feels like when it was there, it was this weird like joke. Like, I remember we were at a hockey game, watching the girls' varsity hockey team play somebody, and me and my friends were like, oh, we got to go do work. But we're like, but we can't leave because it's the girls' team playing, and they support us, so we support them. And we did work there, and I remember everybody's like, oh, academic weapon. And it's kind of a joke, I guess. But I don't know, it feels like I like being one, and it's kind of a nerd thing to say, and dorky, and kind of egotistical maybe, but it's like I like just kind of doing the work, and when the work is fun, I like just doing it, and like I don't know, it's fun, and it hasn't been fun for so long because of March, and now it's fun. Like, I don't know, this fall was stressful because it was the last semester where my grades mattered heavily for something. January term, I took a backseat on everything, and everything kind of went wrong. And what happened in March was just a lot of things happened. And now I feel like I'm done, since I don't have to think about hockey. I don't have to think about a lot of other things, that I am finally back into it. And it's been a while, and it feels good to finally be back.